Sitting on a front porch in the early morning breeze. Sitting on a front porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on a front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And good morning to you, and welcome to the front porch. Yeah, I was just looking at the temperature, 45 degrees. Now in Davidson, Frog Eye area, 37 up there. Chilly. We're in a frost advisory right now, but right now I'm sipping on some coffee. And my name's Kenny Dean, and welcome to the front porch.
Oh, they finally came around here to me. I'm Scott Blake. I'm sipping on some coffee too.
Ryan, how you doing there, Captain? Ryan got his short sleeve shirt on. We all bundled up out here like we cold, but it is chilly. I even turned the heat on in here this morning, which is kind of unusual, but it was, I had on 65 yesterday, air conditioner yesterday.
Right.
Well, I walked in there this morning, 58 degrees in the studio, so I thought we'd try to
I told my air conditioner guy, our upstairs unit tore up.
Ooh.
They came out Saturday and fixed it. I'm like,
y'all use your upstairs? Do you live?
Yeah, it's cold. I mean, it gets hot up there.
Y'all live up there?
Yeah, we sleep up there. But anyways, I told him if I know how much it's going to cost, I'd have told him just to wait because it's cool this week. I don't need it this week.
Yeah, we don't use it. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty chilly week. We're a good week. Boy, it's going to be a pretty week. We'll tell you all about the weather here in a little bit. Our guest today we'll be talking about Lake Martin Resource Association. Miss Jody McGirt will be out here with us at 7:30 today. Cheryl Bynum, Career Tech. Cheryl comes on in Tuesday. First Tuesday. What is this? Today is maybe the first Tuesday. No, yeah. I don't know. Anyway, she comes on Tuesdays at 7:30 every morning to talk about Career Tech. So look forward to her being out here. We're just talking about Shane Booz out here yesterday. Just really did enjoy Shane. He's a miracle baby. He really is. He told us, and I remember he told us he was had leukemia at 1 year old, and he's not supposed to live. And here he is, 52 years old, loving what he does, getting to be around baseball sports and getting to hobnob with everybody and just enjoying it. So enjoyed Shane being out here yesterday. We already have part of our Memorial Day show from yesterday. We had grassroots artists in here.
Okay.
Doug Johnson, the producer that was with this young man yesterday. What a story! Anyway, we'll save that for Memorial Day because it's most time we pre-record our Memorial Day on Thursday, so we'll use the Thursday show for Friday and then use it for Monday too. So I don't. Reverend Dick Stark is supposed to be our morning thought for the day, gentlemen. It's 4 minutes past the hour, and he may have. He's probably sleeping late this morning. So let's do the morning front porch thought for the day. Let me get a sip of coffee because I'm fixing to do this, and right now I don't have a clue what we're fixing to talk about, but hopefully it'll be from my heart.
Let me help you on that.
Yeah.
On your heart. I mean, on the heart. Past few weeks at church, our pastor has been talking about the power of the tongue.
Wow. Okay.
And how good it can be, or
how sharp it can be.
How sharp and bad it can be. And basically, the gist of it was, if you have a tongue problem, you probably have a heart problem.
Wow.
So, you know,
I can see that.
Yeah. So you know how hurtful sometimes, and you may not even mean to say anything bad, but you know you don't know how I don't know what you're going through. You don't know what I'm going through, and it's kind of like we said yesterday about the economic development. You know, it's like just be nice. Just be nice.
That's what Patrick Swayze said in Roadhouse.
Oh, he did tell the bouncers that. When do we know when not to be nice? I'll let you know. That's what he said. But
we should know about when to be nice.
That's right.
Really.
Be nice, and I'm guilty of this. Hey, did you hear about so and so? You know, gossip, and it's just the same because we're human. Our human nature is we want to know.
Yeah.
You want to know.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, did you hear? Oh my goodness. And did you like that type of thing? But anyways, the point of his sermons the past few weeks has been, if you have a tongue problem, you most likely have a heart problem, and that's huge.
I can see that 100%, because if we have our heart right, number one, we won't even be. We won't be talking about anybody.
That's right.
We can catch ourselves before we say anything.
That's right.
If we put our heart first, we can nip it in the bud.
You know what that said? Did you see what Ryan had on this morning? It was awful. And oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Right. But you know what, Ryan Fuller, I would say I'm gonna throw him under the bus right now. I would say Ryan Fuller has his heart ready, and I'll tell you why. I never, ever hear him talking about anybody. You know, he'll listen to me sometimes when my heart's not right.
That's right.
And I'm talking about somebody, but he never talks about anybody. So I'd say Ryan Fuller has his heart today. So
his heart's right, so his tongue is right.
Yeah, and thank you. You know, sometimes my heart's ready to talk about it or to do a thought for the day. Man, I didn't know what was going to come out.
Well,
so I don't think the man upstairs.
That's why you had me here. It flowed through over here. You know,
really,
you're wondering the purpose of me coming the past couple of months, and that's what it was. Maybe so.
Job well done.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to tell you what the temperature is, and I'm going to let you run with the weather this morning.
Weather, okay.
45 degrees. Some places 42, but it's chilly. I'll just put it that way.
Oh, today the high is going to be 69, so we're almost going to get to 70 degrees. Hardly any chance of rain.
No chance.
Well, it says less than 2%. That means no rain today. Tonight, back down.
Chilly.
Oh, wow. It's going to be clear and cold again. I bet that's a frost
You say
warning
clear?
again. Clear. Not cholera. Clear and cold again. A little moon dance out there. Little crescent moon.
Ooh, yeah.
High tomorrow, 74. Oh, we're getting back up there now. Thursday is going to be beautiful and 80 degrees. Lows in the mid-50s. It's going to cool back off again for Friday, high of 70 and low 47. Then Saturday, maybe a perfect day, 68 degrees, low 43, little chance of rain, and Sunday back up to 78. I mean, this is like the road going from Rockford to Clanton. It's just up and down and up and down, the roller coaster road. Look at that. I mean, we're 74, 80, 70, 68, 78. So it's going to be a great week. Take a jacket at night wherever you go.
85-day forecast brought to you by.
It's brought to you by Alexander City Marine over on Cherokee Road. They got the Landau boats over there, pontoon boats. It's time, folks. The lake I was down there this weekend. The lake is just a few inches from full pool. Didn't see much trash in the water right now. It's all gone away from where we are down there, and it's time to get on the water. So if your boat needs worked on, tuned up, or just spruced up, take it over there to LC Marine.
Of course, corn and produce and car wash. When I was going by the other day, I'm saying, wow, look at the selection already out here. And let me add one thing that it looks like they already have it in. I'm not stopped in there yet, but Snowbiz shaved ice. It looks like it's open. Car wash is open. Fresh vegetables, fresh food. Not fresh. Well, eggs, Amish cheese. Let me tell you something about Amish cheese. If you've never had it and you like cheese, try it today. You'll like it.
I'm Jimmy Goree with Goree's Furniture. We would like to invite you to come shop our huge selection of furniture. But if you don't have time, we have over 2,000 items you can have shipped directly to your home. Go to GoreesFurniture.com, look for 48-hour quick ship. Shop, click, ship, it's just that easy. You can shop us here or you can shop us online. only at Gorey's Furniture.
Your expressway to saving.
Russell Medical Total Fitness is ready. Are you? Do you have arthritis? They can help. Pilates are for everyone. Ask them about the Silver Sneakers program. Get moving in a class now, or if you prefer, personal training on land and water are available. They have invested in new equipment for you. Invest in yourself with a dedicated and knowledgeable staff. Call today, 256-329-7623.
Zion Memorial Funeral Home and Crematory, located 1881 Goodwater Highway, Sylacauga, Alabama, is one of the fastest growing funeral homes in the area. We are pleased to announce the grand opening of our crematory, an expansion that allows us to offer traditional services as well as cremations starting at $8.99, serving Talladega, Coosa, Clay, Tallapoosa, Elmore, and the surrounding region. That's Zion Memorial Funeral Home and Crematory, 256-245-1454.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting. Sleepy 4, full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South, turning into Wind Creek State Park. And there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
The Alex City Parks and Rec Department serves the residents of Alexander City with quality facilities and programs designed to positively affect the lives of the citizens. From youth sports programs to adult activities and our senior center, the Alex City Parks and Rec offers services for all ages. The Cooper Rec Center, Lake Winds Golf Course, and the Senior Activity Center are just some of the great features the Alex City Parks and Rec Department provides for the people of Alex City. For more information on any of our programs, call 256-329-6736.
A1 Lock and Key Service. Owner Bernie Atkinson asked you to keep his number, 256-329-2539, on you at all times. Bernie has a complete locksmith service for auto, business, and residence. He is licensed, bonded, and insured with over 39 years experience. Services include sales, installation, and a 24-hour emergency service. That's what service is all about. 256-329-2539.
And welcome back to the Front Porch on a chilly Tuesday morning as we in the 8th day of April already. My. Hey, we got a lot going on around here right now. We just had the opening day this past weekend. And really, whatever you have planned for this weekend, this week, is really a good week. It's still wet outside right now, but we're going to have sun coming out. We'll have a little wind to help dry it all out. So it's going to wind up being a good.
You think the pollen's gone now?
You know what? That's a good question. I'm going to say yeah. I'm not.
I hope so.
Not ready to look, but I think after the rain, and it was already slacking up just a little bit, because when you got a black truck, you know when pollen is here, and you know when it's gone. But I don't know. I hope I can take my truck through the tidal wave. That thing is dirty. Tom Young, hope your foot is doing better. He had a little foot operation.
No.
Recently, so he's not walking.
He
right
didn't
now.
insert it in his mouth and have to get it taken out.
Well, no, he's already had that surgery many,
I got you.
many times.
There we are, the power of the tongue. I'm sorry, Lord forgive me. But I thought.
But I talked to him briefly yesterday, and he kind of had it done real quick. Called the doctor, and he said, when can we do it? He said, be here in 40 minutes. So that was, so he's getting around, kind of hobbling around right now. I got to tell you, Robert Raines, Jim Peach was out yesterday. He's under the weather. I think he's got a stomach bug that he got from one of the grandchildren. That happens every now and then. But the workout yesterday was, we didn't go outside. We walked outside, and it was still raining at 3 o'clock yesterday.
It was.
He just hung around. So the one on the inside was a good one, and thank you. And Jim, hope you're feeling better. Hope you're back at work today. Went to volunteer appreciation luncheon yesterday at the Hardy Room at Russell Medical. It was the theme was Gilligan's Island. And I ain't gonna get into naming names, but it was something. It was there was a lot of folks that portrayed the whole cast.
Let me just guess. I hadn't seen anything over there.
I don't have anything.
It didn't say who the Mabry had to be Gilligan.
No,
he wasn't Gilligan.
George was.
George
Gilligan. Miranda.
Okay,
and he did a good. Tammy Jackson and Mabry was the rich folks on the.
Oh, Mr. Miss Howell.
Yeah.
Thurston.
And
Lovey.
And they both did a great job, and every cast was part of the cast. That was part of the entertainment. They're troopers. I mean, you bring those folks in that work in management, and they're troopers. I just they do that a lot. I guess for some of them, it gets them out of their comfort zone a little bit. But for Mabry, in fact, I hollered at Mabry yesterday, going down Cherokee Road, and called him and talked to him for a while. But it was looks like I still want to remind you, if you want to be a volunteer at Russell Medical, they're still looking for some. It went after COVID. It went way down, but it looks like it's really back up. I know Melissa Edwards will be out here with the auxiliary. Will be out here Thursday at 7:30. We'll talk about this, but that's who you need to get in touch with. Melissa Edwards at 256-329-7177. Cindy Waters. You know what I found today? When I put this jacket on this morning and I'm fixing to leave, I pulled out my keys to the gym that you're supposed to have at Russell Medical with Total Fitness, and the key to this building right here. It's been lost for I don't know how many months, so I guess I've not worn this vest here in a couple months. But when I put it on and I put my hands in my pocket, I started laughing. The first person I thought about was Cindy Waters. I just lose that key to get in all the time. I lost one they gave me a while back, somewhere between the back room where you work out and where you come back out.
You ever put on a jacket like when it turns cold weather and you go like, there's a $20 bill in that pocket.
I do. Well,
isn't that a great find?
Oh, it's a great.
It's a great feeling to find a $5 bill, $10 bill.
Let me ask you something about tithing.
Lord.
What do you think? Because my understanding, you're supposed to put 10%, whatever you make. And I wouldn't think a lot of people do that. I don't know.
It's hard to do.
It's
hard to do.
My dad, Wilmer Dean, I think he paid him something at Dean Motor Company, but I remember he tithed religiously, and I think we should. Now, my understanding, I went to a 4:00 mass Saturday afternoon, and this young man, I don't know his name, and we'll find out, because Sunday he made the announcement that not another one.
Right there, I got it.
Golly.
Why are these mosquitoes? They just come after me. Look at him. I'm sorry about that.
No.
There was a mosquito, and
got you yesterday, didn't
they bit me yesterday, but today I got him. That's his cousin, I guess.
But this the priest that was there Saturday was the same priest Sunday, and he made the announcement that he was fixing to be the permanent priest in St. John's Catholic Church, Apostle Catholic Church, and I am tickled to death. And I hope if he made it, And who told me that yesterday? I forget who told me, but I'm tickled to death because we've gone through. The church has gone through several over the years. Indian priests that they're here, and that's part of what they do. But they don't understand me, and I don't understand them. So it's hard to understand. This is a English guy. He talks English, but my understanding he talks fluent Spanish too. Do you talk any Spanish?
No.
So did you take it?
No.
In school? How about Latin?
Pig Latin? No, I don't. No foreign language. I have enough problem with English.
Oh, wait.
I was told I needed to stay in the English class to get that first.
Okay. I just got a note from Jody. Am I coming to see you this morning? Yes, you're supposed to be coming to see me this morning. I'll text you in just a little bit when we go to break. Hey, we had Jennifer Gregory out here and Kathy Loftus. And Jennifer, thank you so much for the lovely flowers. I took them home to Miss Dean, Miss Ellen Dean, and it made her day. You know, it's something about flowers. Occasionally I'll give folks flowers. I go to Grace's Flowers. Good morning, girls. And it's just something. Food is great. Food is great. And the meal train, the meal tickets, and people have given us over the last several months. We use them. But flowers, all of a sudden somebody's not feeling real good, and you bring some flowers in, bright flowers. And Grace is 234-4238. If you want to do that today, do that for somebody. It just it'll light them up.
It will.
I think that's a great way to light somebody's day up. Plants in the park this Saturday, Arbor Day celebration. Kathy Loftus and Jennifer Gregory talked about this yesterday. It will be in Pennington Park. It will be one of the two events I think that Kurt and Lee Fitchner will have this year because they're in the process. It is for sale right now. They're wanting to relax. They retired from the military, and they want to relax. And believe me, it's due. But it's going to be like we have plant vendors, plant demonstrations. They'll be giving plants away. They'll be selling plants, and it starts at 9 in the Pennington Park. Now, when I say giving away, they won't start giving anything away to 9. Not at 8:45, not at 8:30. At 9 a.m. So come on out for that. Tom Campbell, Shane Harris will be talking about gardening, and both of those guys know a whole lot about it. So it's kind of getting into that time of the year. We get through this week right here. It looks like it will start warming up. But
when does Shane come back out here? We have.
I'd have to look and see. I think we already have him down.
No. We had a question Saturday riding over Tuscaloosa. We went through Clanton that way.
Oh, yeah. Maplesville.
Beautiful drive.
It is.
Dogwoods. Everybody's saying there's not that many dogwoods out anymore. And why have they gone away? That's a good question. We asked him that.
If I'm not mistaken, we've talked about that before.
Oh, okay.
But that's something worth talking about again. I knew we had a dogwood at our house, and I was going to cut it down. I thought it was dead. And Tom Young said give it a year. Well, I gave it a year. It was still dead. But sometimes it looks like they are. But let me tell you something about dogwood. It's hard wood.
Yeah.
It is real hard wood. And that was when I used to use chainsaw. I won't ever run a chainsaw anymore. I'll run a pretend chainsaw. I borrowed WW's pretend chainsaw. But there, it's not really, I've burned some before. It's not a real good wood burn. That fire I had last night, oh my goodness. It just felt so good. It was chilly. I'm gonna have another night. We'll be right back. Salvation Army, you know, we talked about cleaning your closets out. Well, if you did, Hope you took some long sleeves, some jackets, some sweaters to Salvation Army, because they're gonna be in big time need today. So put that on your things to do. And if you got couches and chairs, ask them about that. At times they have guys that'll come pick that up at no charge. So give them a call at 256-215-3730.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SEC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
Dixie Electric Plumbing, Air, and Garage Doors is turning it up with some incredible giveaways. 2 VIP tickets to the Morgan Wallen Sand in My Boots Festival and 2 weekend tickets to the Talladega Race. Don't wait. Enter now at calldixie.com. It's fast, easy, and free. Dixie Electric Plumbing, Air, and Garage Doors, bringing you comfort and unforgettable memories since 1908.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
At High Point Insurance Group, we're here for all of life's milestones.
Like when you finally step into your dream home.
And when you drive off in that dream car, we've got you covered.
Or when you hit the water with your new boat.
We're by your side.
High Point Insurance Group.
Protecting you through all of life's high points.
Craving something convenient and delicious? Well, head over to Lake Martin Pizza Company, Highway 63 in Alex City. Lake Martin Pizza on 63 is always serving up mouth-watering pizza made from the freshest ingredients. From classic pepperoni to their signature specials loaded with fresh vegetables and savory meats. There's something for everyone in the whole family. The cozy, heated outdoor dining area is the perfect spot to enjoy a meal together and enjoy live entertainment. Or grab yours to go. Lake Martin Pizza Company on Highway 63, where great food and great times are always just a slice away.
And welcome back to the show here on a Tuesday morning. Hey, let me show you who went to the ball field this past Saturday. Now, Ellen Dean will take her I think we got about one more chemo out today, and some chemo pills. I think she's going to start those back. But she ain't been out of the house a whole lot, other than going to the cancer center, and since about November. But this past opening day, she was hell-bent and determined that she was going to go see WW. She still calls him Fitz. That's our grandson, Maggie, and Nick's son. So he's always squeezed in the middle. But she went, enjoyed it, mixed and mingled, and it was just, it was good for her. It was good for her soul. It was good for people to talk to her. And like I say, she doesn't get out a whole lot anyway, but she got out this past Saturday. It was a great day to be at the ball field and watch WW and the Cardinals play ball. But I just had to share that with you. I want to share this with you. Children's Harbor is pleased to announce the new officers of our 2025 board of directors. We'll throw their pictures up right now. Jeff Stone is the chairperson right there. Mike Luce, vice chair, right there in his chair. And then David Sturtevant, secretary and treasurer, right there. Of course, he's the president of Russell Lands. And then let me go back. Jeff Stone previously served as executive vice president of Brassville and Golree. They've been around for a while. Mike Luce was executive vice chairman of Harbert Management Corporation. Of course, David Sturtevant is currently serves as president of Russell Lands on Lake Martin and a Class Act. I know Russell Medical is pleased to announce Dr. Dwight Baker is the new wound care physician. There he is right there to Russell Medical. And Dr. Baker is board certified plastic surgeon at Mayo Clinic trained and brings decades of experience as a former general vascular and reconstructive surgeon. So here again, Russell Medical continues to do good things. The Wound Care Center, boy, I tell you what, they are world renowned, winning a lot of big-time awards over the past several years. We hope you never have to use them, but if you do, you're in good hands.
You were talking about these new officers. Well,
yeah.
We got a phone call. We were watching American Idol last night, and Weston, our 21-year-old junior at Auburn, called and says, usually he's like, I need $50. No, he didn't need that. He said, y'all are talking to one of the new officers of the Poultry Club at Auburn University. I was like, what? And he said, yeah. He said, they were electing officers today, and they'd already had some nominated, and, the ones they were rolling off and people rolling in, and mostly seniors of the president, vice president, and all that kind of stuff. Well, he's a junior, and he said one of the girls that was rotating off, there were two people already been nominated by paper ballots or whatever, and she stood up and said, "Can we do a nomination from the floor?" And, and whoever said, "Well, sure." And she nominated Weston Blake.
Wow!
And he got voted as the public relations officer for the school of the poultry school.
So what is he? What's his?
I asked him that, and he said, "They elected me because I can talk."
Okay.
Because he'll get up and talk. He's not. My kids are not shy. None of well, Michael maybe a little bit, but anyways, he was excited that he was one of the officers.
Congratulations, young man. Hey, congratulations to the Florida Gators in the SEC.
Yeah,
they win last night. I saw this morning. It looks like it was a pretty close game.
Florida led by 2 points early in the game for like 7 seconds, and then they were behind up until probably 40 seconds left in the game, and they took the lead, and they won by 4, something like that. Maybe it was 3. It was 3 because Houston had a chance to tie it, but they didn't get a shot off.
Okay. Congratulations to the SEC, and I guess basketball's over?
It is for college. It is now the NBA, which I don't watch that until it gets to the playoffs. The most fun league, other than college, is this Big Three. They do it, and it's during the summertime. They'll get these former NBA players, and they play half court. There's 3-on-3, and those guys. They're fun to watch.
You know who's not going to be watching?
Yeah, I bet Kenny Dean will be watching.
Hey, don't forget about bingo at the Elks Lodge just coming Thursday night. Remember, that's you got a chance to win, but you also when you're putting your money in there, it's going to charities around here. That was yesterday, and yesterday's gone. Tax break, first annual tax break. Sporting clay shoots coming up the 12th. It's coming Saturday. That's join the Central Baptist Association as they raise funds for the summer missions opportunities.
That's good. Hey, the canned food drive put on by the Lake Martin Civitan Club, your deadline to drop off canned goods is today, April the 8th. They need soup, fruits and vegetables, Chef Boyardee, and I'm not going to leave them out again, Beanie Weenies. They want Beanie Weenies. Contact Audrey Moore at 256-786-0465. Drop-off locations here in Alex City are at Jackson's Drugs, the closing agency down at Camp Aska and Jackson's Gap, and also High Point Insurance in Dadeville and High Point Insurance in Alex City. They're taking your canned goods. Hey, the sprung flung or the spring fling, whatever you want to call it, over at Cactus tomorrow,
Good day
11 to 1. You're going to have a great day out there for food, games, and music. And it's free, students. Go out there and have a good time on your campus.
Well, I think if you're looking at going to school there, I think it's an excellent opportunity to learn the campus, to see what the people are all about, the teachers are all about. Jeff Lynn, of course, he'll be one of the first ones out there. We have so much to offer here, and you hear Jeff Lynn talk about. I guess one thing that always amazes me are the numbers, the impact that our college, the impact it has on our community in the state of Alabama. And, the enrollment keeps going up, and that's, you can't ask for any more.
I bet guys, when I'm talking to guys, boys, young men, there are going to be some pretty girls there tomorrow. I swear I'd be tomorrow from 11 to 1 at the spring fling if I were a student. Yep.
Don't forget about Fish for First, and that's F-E-R-S-T. That's a reading program. 7th annual bass tournament, Wind Creek State Park, this coming Saturday. Again, if you're looking for the weather to be right, the weather will be right. And it's going to be right over in the Valley, too, over in Chambers or Lafayette Day, the 29th annual Lafayette Day in Chambers County this coming Saturday, 9 to 3 Central Time. Car show, craft booth, fun foods and booths, handmade items, and a whole lot more. Hey, don't forget about the next week. I had that out here a while ago. Oh, here it is, right here. There it is. The 15th through the 19th at the Charles E. Bailey Sportplex. It's the James Gang Carnival. It's coming to town Tuesday and Thursday night. Is family night, so I'll have some special discounts on that. Exciting rides for all ages. 18 rides, matter of fact. And remember, they give back the money that you pay in to have all that fun. Meaning the James Gang Carnival, they give a huge portion back to the city of Alexander City. It's a win-win situation. That's why they go with them.
That's right. Over at First Baptist on the 13th Sunday, Palm Sunday, if you like trumpets, mellophones, you learned a new word yesterday. The Ram Corps from University of Mobile will be there. They are, I don't know how many's in the group, there's probably 15 or so, but they are impressive. I've heard them before. They come out of Mobile down there, and they will get you rocking in the church. They've got all kind of good music they play. That's April 13th at 10 a.m. on Palm Sunday at First Baptist in Dadeville.
Hey, got a message from Andy Tucker. He said we talked about dogwoods. He said mine on his drive turned green this year, but not as many blooms. So just hang them. Maybe they will bloom more. He said he played at Spring Fling one time on top of a U-Haul at Wind Creek State Park.
I think I was there.
That boy, you never know what's going to come out of that young man's mouth. Hey, Lake Martin Civitan Club fundraiser, another fundraiser. There's a lot of fundraisers around, but when you're doing a fundraiser, like when y'all have y'all steak, when that's a fundraiser.
It is.
But you have fun, F-U-N for an F-U-N-D, and you get to have a great steak cooked by you and others. I mean, that's so you're getting your money's worth.
Oh yeah, we should charge more probably.
And this right here for the Lake Martin Civitans, they're having the Vidalia Onion fundraiser now through the 16th. Onions will be delivered around May the 8th, so you can get in touch with Audrey Moore or any of the Lake Martin Civitan Club members. So
I need to get some of those. We love
I
Vidalia.
love a Vidalia. It ain't nothing like cooking an onion and bell pepper, and really anything in a skillet. And that, just that smell. I mean,
at least once a week I do that.
Oh man, that's just the best smell. You don't have to have anything else.
I do onions, mushrooms.
I like mushrooms.
And throw a bell pepper in there every now and then, but onions and mushrooms, and I put a little seasoning on that. It's
hard to make. What's a go-to meal that you and Cindy go have every week? Do y'all have one?
No, we don't have one for everyone. But we, like, if I'm grilling burgers, I'm sauteing onions and mushrooms.
Oh, okay, to put on top.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Hattonville Community Center, they're having a Boston butt sale, $45 each. That's going to be Saturday the 19th from 8 until 11. So go ahead and get your tickets now. Of course, that's the day before Easter. A lot of folks will be having family in, having friends in, and you want to just go ahead and all you got to do is just add some stuff to go with that. You got you.
That'd be a good question. Where did they get the name Boston Butt for that part?
Well, I'll tell you exactly what. When they had the Boston Tea Party, some of those guys got their butts kicked, and that's where it came from. We'll be right back.
I'm gonna Google that.
Lake Martin, Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce. Let's just tell it like it is. Live, work, and play. That's kind of their motto. And I like that because it just kind of sums it up. And it kind of sums up what's going on in the Dadeville area right now. Live, work, and play. Now, Lake Martin, Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce, you can be a part of that. You don't have to be a business. You can be an individual. In fact, call Molly at 256-825-4019 for more information.
Get ready for the James Gang Carnival coming April 15th through the 19th at the Charles E. Bailey Sportplex. Family nights, Tuesday and Thursday nights, special discounts and deals for the whole family. What to expect? Exciting rides for all ages, fun games, and fantastic prizes. Mouth-watering carnival treats, cotton candy, funnel cakes. Come out for a fun-filled week and experience all the magic of the carnival. That's April 15th through the 19th.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Floyd's Feed and Seed covers both sides of the road in downtown Dadeville. Incredible selection of plants, stones, insecticides, and gift selection in the additional part. Original store has tack and boots for men, women, and children, gloves, hats, belts, and Carhartt clothing. Come on in and visit. Open Monday through Saturday for your convenience with a whole lot of service. Floyd's Feed and Seed, downtown Dadeville, Alabama.
Serving East Central Alabama since 2005, we are Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical of Sylacauga. Coosa Valley Respiratory has medical equipment and supplies, including oxygen-to-home ventilation services. We carry a full line of bracing, power chairs, scooters, and more. And when you trust Coosa Valley Respiratory, you are dealing with local people that care about your well-being. Providing quality home care for our community, Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort William, Sylacauga. Give us a call at 256-245-1411.
Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you looking at the outside right now. Come on in on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama.
Not everyone can be an original, but when it comes to your residential and commercial plumbing needs, depend on the Lake's original plumbing company, Lake Plumbing. Since 1990, Lake Plumbing has served the Lake Martin, Alex City, Dadeville, and eclectic areas with professional plumbing services. And Lake Plumbing is now offering the industry's best in-home water filtration units from the industry's best water filters, Pentair. Call 334-301-3328 today and trust the region's original plumbers, Lake Plumbing. 334-301-3328.
Jim's Pharmacy at the Lake, located on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, home owned and operated by Jim Clanton, has an experienced staff that is all about your wellness, offering the convenient packaging, help keep your medicines organized. Jim's Pharmacy also has a great gift selection like pecans, socks, late t-shirts, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, 9 to 2 on Saturday. Give us a call at 256-373-3449.
All right, we're back out here on the front porch on this chilly Tuesday morning. And I have two special guests here to my right, to probably your left, watching us on TV here. I have Miss Ireland Smith, third grader at Dadeville. Is it Dadeville Elementary School? That's what you call it, I guess.
Yes.
And then I've got Miss Zelinka Boyd out here. And what grade are you in? Oh, the 10th.
Yeah, 10th grade.
10th grade at the high school. They're out here with us. They're from Dadeville. They're here to talk about the second annual Autism Awareness Fun Day that's going to be held this Saturday on the 12th down at the Dadeville High School track from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Going to have lots of fun out there, door prize giveaways, food vendors, autism advocates, and resources on site. Bounce house, and that sounds like fun right there. Going to have some special guests there. So I'm just going to turn it over to you guys and tell us about the whole Saturday. What's going to be going on?
Okay, so my name is Zelinka, and this is Ireland. My daughter, Ireland, was diagnosed with level 1 autism last year. So this year is our second annual Autism Awareness Fun Day. Last year we did a walk, so this year we're doing a fun day. I just wanted to raise awareness for those with autism and to help the parents and the caregivers of those with autism find the resources that they need and bridge that gap and help be that change for our community, to kind of take away the stigma and to kind of educate people on autism, about the autism spectrum, because there is a very broad spectrum. And I just want people to know, a little bit more about it.
So there's different levels, there's different ways it affects different kids differently.
Yes.
So there's just not one go, hey, you've got this and that's it. There's all kinds of different things.
There's all kinds of different traits, characteristics. There's like no one thing or one norm that you can say, okay, this person has autism, because there's a very broad spectrum of autism.
Gotcha. I apologize. The pollen has been killing me, so I apologize for coughing. But looks like it's gonna be hosted by Mama Glow, affectionately known as Miss Gloria Boulware, and so she will. If she's down there hosting this and talking, it's going to be high energy and lots of fun going on. If she's up there talking, I know Miss Gloria, and it'll be fun. So, Miss Ireland, do you want to tell us about what you're going to be doing there? You got anything you're going to do? You're going to be talking to folks?
I'm going to be having fun.
Having fun. Well, that's what you should be doing, having fun. Hey, the weather's going to be great too.
It is.
Yeah, it's going to be a great Saturday for it. Down at the Dadeville track. So this is the second one, and you did a walk last year.
Mhm.
Okay. So how many folks you think you're going to have to come out? I mean,
Well, I'm hoping that we have a very big turnout. We have a lot of vendors. I have a lot of food vendors coming. I have a face painter. And of course, like I said, Miss Gloria, and then we'll have a representative, Miss LaTwan Taylor, with the Alabama Extension Office. And we will also have some representatives there from the HANDS project here in Elliott City, the Alabama Autism office. So they will be on site
so you're going to have some professional folks there that deal with autism.
Yes.
That's what it's autism advocates and resources on site. So for you folks who have children with autism, come out and and learn about other folks and what they're doing and what they're going through, and you might find some new way of dealing with it, right?
Most definitely, because I also want to provide just support and just the resources that people need in order to kind of get the answers that they're looking for. I know in our community there's not a lot of those resources out there, but the ones that we do have in the area, I want to put a spotlight on them so that people that need them know exactly where to go.
That's great idea. Great. Come have fun and learn. So you have a little
It's
fun.
a win-win.
I know it's a win-win situation. That is for sure. So this Saturday, April 12th, 12 noon to 4 p.m. at the Dadeville High School track. The flyer looks fun. I mean, y'all got. Did you do this flyer?
Exactly. I did.
Yeah, okay.
I did it.
The flyer looks like it's going to be a fun time. I mean, there are probably more kids out. There are more kids with autism than we know about around here. I mean, you don't think about it until it hits home, I guess. Just like with anything else, until it affects you. So come out and learn more about this and have a good time.
And we'll also have giveaways.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Some of my amazing sponsors have given some awesome prizes. So we'll have some giveaways. You must be present to win.
All right.
And so I just hope everybody comes out and has a good time.
So third grade, what's your favorite subject?
Math and reading.
Math and reading. If you're good at math, means you can probably read pretty well too if you're good at math, because you got to be able to do that. But wow, you make all A's, I'm sure. You're probably an honor student.
AB.
AB. You play any sports?
No.
No. What's your favorite hobby?
I like to dance.
Yes, she does.
I have two left feet, so I don't dance real well.
She likes to act as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You sing?
No.
Okay. All right. Sorry for coughing again. Apologize for that. All right. We'll be right back and learn more about this Awesome Minds event on Saturday. We'll be Coons Corner Deli. I tell you what, they're serving breakfast out there right now. My Uncle George is probably sitting there. He might be telling a lie or two as you come through there and talk to him, but I wouldn't say that out loud, Uncle George. Today, Tuesday, April the 8th, the menu for today's lunch: fried chicken, mac and cheese, hash brown casserole, mixed greens, black-eyed peas, fried okra, and strawberry cobbler. Y'all go by and see Coons Corner. They do deli. They have the deli and they have catering. Go by there and have some lunch with them today. Tell them we sent you by.
Worthy and Mitchell Insurance now has the Cancer Answer. Our plans cover radiation and chemo treatments, surgery benefits, skin cancer. 30 specified diseases are covered. Our plan also has a return of premium benefit if not used. Call Skipper Worthy or Terry Mitchell today.
Planning for the future is one of the greatest gifts we can give our loved ones. At Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, we are here to guide you with compassion, helping you make choices that bring peace of mind. Pre-planning means your wishes are honored and your family is free to focus on what truly matters, cherishing every memory. Because love, care, and dignity should last a lifetime. Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, here for you, always.
Obituaries this morning brought to you by Radney Funeral Home and Langley Funeral Home. Funeral service for Miss Gladys Hodge Bishop Shockley, 97, of Alexander City, will be Tuesday, April 8th at 11 a.m. at the Chapel of Radney Funeral Home. Reverend Shane Harris will officiate. Burial will follow in the Five Points Belcher Cemetery in Chambers County at 2 p.m. The family will receive friends today from 9:30 to 10:30 at Radney Funeral Home. Funeral service for Mrs. Brittany Elizabeth Birch, 39, of Alexander City, will be today, Tuesday the 8th, at 2 p.m. at the Chapel of Radney Funeral Home. Reverend Wayne Cowhick will officiate. Burial will follow in the Hackneyville Cemetery. The family will receive friends. They had a visitation last night, but services today at 2 o'clock at Radney. Funeral service for Miss Ruthie Bell Robertson, 92, of Alexander City, will be Wednesday, April 9th at 2 p.m. in the Chapel of Radney Funeral Home. Reverend Larry Cummins will officiate. Burial will follow in the Alexander City Cemetery, and the family will receive friends on Wednesday the 9th from 12:30 to 1:30 at Radney Funeral Home. As always, our thoughts and prayers go out to all these families who have lost loved ones, and the obituary is brought to you by Radney and Langley Funeral Home, and we'll be right back.
Worthy and Mitchell Insurance is now offering medical insurance. We offer $5 million lifetime maximum per policy. You can customize a plan to fit your healthcare and budget needs. Use any doctor or hospital of your choice. Call Skipper Worthy or Terry Mitchell today.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City. Caring Transitions of Lake Martin, located in the old DHR building in downtown Dayville. Owner Brandy Weaver wants you to experience the Caring Transitions difference, providing local and national relocation, packing and resettling, downsizing and decluttering, liquidation, online estate auctions, traditional estate sales. Call Caring Transitions of Lake Martin today, 334-703-5050.
This spring and summer, make your land, farming, lawn, and landscaping needs have zero risk and 100% success with Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor. With 0% financing on all our Mahindra tractors, many with up to 84-month terms. Our inventory of Mahindra tractors and farm implements is beefed up, and more are coming in daily. We also have extended 0% terms on Spartan mowers to handle your mowing needs with the best and zero-turn mowers priced to move. At Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, your authorized Mahindra and Spartan dealer.
Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street has been a staple here for decades, taking care of our community families from prom time, wedding days, picking up a friend on a bad day, happy times, and sad times. Grace's is involved in our community with more than just beautiful flower arrangements, but also the love they put in them. Keep this number handy, 256-234-4238 for Grace's Flowers in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4238.
Fried chicken and wontons and teriyaki glaze and an egg roll. Some people think the Zaxby's Sensation salad is too delicious to be a salad. Yep, that's why we call it a salad. The Zaxby's Sensation salad. Zaxby's.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Not many times. We have a couple of guests every now and then that we have to call the Alex City Police Department and say, hey, it's okay. It's normal that she does 85 and a 35, but today it's okay. She was careful. She's here. She needs a new set of tires on one side, but she is wheeled in here. Who am I talking about? Jody McGirt, for crying out loud.
Hubcap on the right or two, a little scratched up.
I love it. You know what? And I'm gonna take the blame for this. And I tell you why. I was gonna text you last night, and I just slapped didn't. I was so excited about putting that a match to my fire in my fireplace.
Wasn't that nice last night?
Oh, it felt so good.
It did.
I forgot about everything after that.
That's a good thing.
That was one of those things I forgot.
That's a good thing. That means you got to relax.
Oh, I'm going to do that anyway. Lake Martin Resource Association. What is going on? Because y'all are getting in y'all's time of the year. I know Memorial Day is not here yet, but it's not far off. But
so this last weekend and the weekend prior, we had just under 55 ladies come through, Women on Lake Martin Boaters. It's sponsored by Russell Marine.
Yeah.
So 2 weekends ago, it was at Kalijah. And what they do, and then this last weekend was at River North. And so what Kalijah does, well, both marinas do, is they get the ladies signed up, and we usually have a waiting list because it's classroom time and on water.
Is this new?
It's not. It's been going on for a while. It's a great partnership.
Yeah.
It's so there's a session in the morning from 8 to 12, and then one from 12 to about 4, 1 to 4, and they provide lunch in between. It's supported by Lake Martin Resource Association. We provide the captains, so we have 2 boaters captains who are able to train and support, and we do a classroom time, but the biggest part is Leah comes, and Johnny Walker usually, Trooper Walker usually comes and does a great session. He also has some trainings at the Ridge, and I'm going to miss the dates, but they're in mid-June for the licensing, which is a little bit different than what we did in the last 2 weekends. What we did in the last 2 weekends is, like I said, there's a classroom time, and then half go out to the boats. Russell Marine allows us to use 4 of their rental boats to go out, and people get hands-on training.
Did David involved in this, your husband?
You saw him with the pink shirt on? Francis Morris did a great job. We had T-shirts this year.
Yeah.
And yes, he was one of the captains. Randy Kirkland coordinates it with Francis Morris. And then they're both on the board, and then a number of individuals who support us, both, like I said, at Kalijah and
Do
River
they
North.
teach, they teach how to dock?
Absolutely.
I need to sign Cindy up for that.
Ooh.
Well, let me,
I'm not being mean.
you-
She's
you're-
learning how.
Okay.
You're talking about women, but do you do this with guys?
So-
I know a lot of guys
Yeah,
don't know how.
So you know me, right? So when I became president, I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so hard for me just to say women on Lake Martin boaters because, just FYI, they're gender, age, nationality, any of those things don't really matter about your ability to drive a
agree.
boat.
That's
It
right.
is about, there's the education, so you've got to learn what the rules are, just like you do on the road.
Because the rules change.
The rules change. And somebody asked in the meeting, well, how would we know? How would we know these
Call
laws
Jody.
are changing? You can text, call LMRA.
Yeah.
Call me for sure. But Aaliyah has a website, and on their website they have a number of, and I would recommend you check it every once in a while.
I love that you have a classroom, but I also love that you do the hands-on.
I'm very hands-on. That's how I learn.
I know.
And so you can tell me, I take notes. That's my second way. My third way is really to do it. If I'm a passenger in a car, I probably can get where we're going and back, but if I'm driving the car, I definitely can get there and back.
Let me ask you this: you're talking about you have class, and then you have the classroom, then you go to the boat, and you have the practice. When we turn 16, we go and take our driver's test. Do you do the same? Is this the same thing you're doing? Do you get your driver's license? Your boating license?
It's a vessel license, and
Vessel
this
license.
is in addition to, you go online and take the Alabama boaters test. You take the training and then the test, and on your license you get the little vessel notification on there. So what we did was this would augment that. This would prepare people for that. It would give them more practical experience. Now the one that Trooper Walker is doing at the Ridge, the two he's doing there, that's really to prepare to help take the test. That's all classroom time.
Well, they still, I mean, I know this is not for women. When my kids were turning 16, 14.
These two in at Russell are not women only.
Oh,
It
okay,
is
they're not-
it
okay.
is anybody.
When my kids, all of them, when they turned 14, we'd get a group of kids of their buddies, and we'd have at the church, we'd have a meeting, and we would have one of the Marine Police come by on a Saturday and teach the course.
Very smart.
And that way, we had some that struggled with it, like, this is not easy, there's a lot of stuff on there, but they got their license that way.
Let me tell you something about those Aaliyah guys, and I'm sure I'm leaving some ladies out of that too.
Actually, in our Water Patrol group, it is gentlemen.
Okay.
So you're
let
good.
Let me tell you guys, these guys take their job very serious. I'm talking about from Hal and on down. These guys take it very serious, and they stay on top of it.
They do.
So
They do.
when you're learning about Lake Martin, that it hadn't been that many years. We always talk about this. That it was considered 750 shoreline miles. Now it's close to 900. So
Right.
So these guys are. What we talking about the rules changing? That's part of the rules changing right there.
Right. And it's interesting because they really are about education.
Sure.
Right. So there are 2 new laws this year, right, that came in. Well, not this year, actually, in October of last year. One is the proximity and the wake. So
I'm going to have to learn that. I'm not learning, I'm going to have to get used to that.
Right.
I know about
Why-
it, so I've
why?
learned it already,
So 100
especially the bridges.
Kalijah's going to be, so when we did 2 weekends ago, when we did the boater training for, at Kalijah, they had a force out there. I think he told me they had 6 boats out there, and they're just trying to educate people because it's 100 feet. So if you're within 100 feet of a shoreline, or if my dock sticks out from the dock, then you have to go at idle speed, which is 1 click.
Let me ask you a question. 100 feet, is that from here to that lamp over there in the corner?
So if you
I'm
think
not
about, if you think about most boats, pontoon boats are about 25 feet,
good. Okay.
4 of those.
Okay, so that's gonna be about twice that.
That's going to be maybe 4 times that.
Okay. All right.
Think of a football field, a little over 30 yards, right?
Football field is 100 yards.
I know, but
I thought you were playing on a midget field or something like that.
There are 3 feet in a yard.
So what that have to do with price of eggs? Eggs are high right now.
If you can see a 30-yard spot on a football field, you can think that's about how far that is.
It is, and there was somebody said, well, how am I going to figure this out? And one lady said, well, I'm taking my rangefinder out there, and I mean, you could.
What's a rangefinder?
So a rangefinder is.
Can it look out there and tell you where 100 yards?
Really? You put it on a spot, click it, and it'll tell you what the distance is.
Unbelievable.
Now you have to have it unobstructive, but I think that the biggest thing is, and that means if you're way back in a slough and it's only 100 feet wide, you're going idle speed all the way out until you get to where it opens up. And literally it's one click. There's no water churning behind you. There's no wake behind you. And then the other one of that is that the everybody calls it the wakeboard law, but it's not just wake. It's it's not just wakeboarding. It's anything that puts out a wake. Skiing, tubing, all of those things. That's within 200 yards. And what Water Patrol, what Trooper Walker said in the trainings was, if you have an instance where they really want to track it, right? They really want to address it, and they really want to educate people. And so he said, if you have an issue, start HP. Don't call 911 because that gets routed through, and it's not an emergency, right? It's not a life-threatening emergency. But you can dial star HP, and that will come directly to them. It will get addressed a whole lot faster, and it will help them.
It's just for them.
Correct. And it will help them log the instances, and they're, like I said, really about education. So this year with that law, it's going through the Kalijah Bridge. That's going to be idle speed under there. DOT's putting up signs on the structure, and it will be idle speed through there. So
this
education.
is for, and it's education, but it's for our safety.
It is
They
for
have
our
buoys.
safety.
They have buoys at Kalijah Bridge because at the Covanata Bridge, there's buoys right there by Wind Creek. There are buoys on each side of the bridge.
Correct.
Yeah.
We'll be
We'll
right
touch
back.
on that.
Carlisle is located in downtown Alexander City, Alabama. Let me tell you something about Carlisle. A place that's been there since 1914. That tells me there's been a lot of memories there. There's been a lot of chocolate milkshakes made there. There's been a lot of scoop there. What I'm talking about there's some ladies, there's some guys that get together every day and have a little powwow there. Well, some folks call it getting a scoop. Go by and see for yourself today. Carlisle, Main Street, downtown Alexander City.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Illinois Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best-kept secret, an affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillaby Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillaby Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you, and now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practicing criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Red Flag Pest Control is Central Alabama's best in pest control with hometown service in Lake Martin and now the greater Montgomery area. When you see pests, throw down the red flag. Termites, bed bugs, carpenter bees, mosquitoes, or general pests. Red Flag gets the job done at the right price for your home or business. At Lake Martin, call 888-943-0353 or in Montgomery, 334-265-1831. Red Flag, the best in pest control in Central Alabama.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
The Lake Martin Garden Shop located on Highway 63 here in Alexander City. Let me just tell you, with the beautiful weather this week, we were talking about flowers brightening up folks earlier in the show. Same thing at Lake Martin Garden Shop. I don't care if it's ferns, I don't care if it's some of those pretty flowers that's got funny names. Kate down there, now you get Phil Blassingame down there, and you get to ask him some questions. He's not going to know anything. He's a banker. But Kay, his sister, knows about the plants. They're open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 Saturday, and 1 to 4 on Sunday afternoon. So go by and see them today. Come back in here and join us for the Jody McGirt Show right out here on the front porch. LMR. Let me tell you, Lake Martin Resource Association. You can join that, correct?
You can.
How?
And the minimum donation is $40.
Okay.
And
For a
it's
year.
annual.
Annual,
That's correct.
okay.
That's correct. And you can sign up for recurring.
Okay.
And right now, so we are a working board of volunteers, which means all of the money that comes into LMRA is put into and ready for the support of us protecting, preserving, promoting Lake Martin through our initiatives with the trash cleanups, the environmental aspect of it. Right now, our biggest, we've always done the advocacy, right? With Steve Forehand and the water wars historically. Right now, the largest portion of our budget goes to the boater safety. So we were talking about the trainings, but buoy management. So we have, those are placed by Lake Martin Resource Association team members. And one buoy is about $550.
See, people don't think about that.
No, they
don't
don't.
think about the cost.
And it's interesting because it hit me as we were listening to Trooper Taylor Walker, talk about just our partnership with them. And we were in a meeting at Wind Creek with them and Chief Brooks and the whole team. And one of them said, we're just thankful that you guys are here and do what you do.
Yeah.
And it hit me that other lakes, because we had a trooper from Jordan, Lake Jordan, he's got to go and place buoys. He's got to replace damaged buoys. He's got to relocate buoys that have been moved.
He doesn't have a Lake Martin Resource
He
Association?
does not, and most lakes do not.
Wow, really?
No.
Well, thank y'all.
So it is definitely a unique, and we actually got, Randy Kirkland got a call this, I think it was this last week, from another lake, trying to figure out how they can emulate what we do to support. But, it really allows the troopers to do and to focus on their core job responsibilities, which is, managing and maintaining the laws and the safety of the people on the water. And so that's truly important.
You know what I hear you say a lot? Volunteer. You and your husband both, they both do a lot of volunteering. That means you do it out of love. You don't get money for it. I mean, y'all got businesses to run, which you do a great job, but you do I think about the fire departments, volunteer fire departments. Y'all right there, I mean, you talking about fire.
2
This
calls
girl,
yesterday.
Yeah, really.
Not fire. One was tree in the road, and
Okay.
one in the night was a smoke alarm of
Okay.
an individual.
Was there any flooding issues that y'all ran into?
Not that we
Okay,
got
okay.
called for.
Okay.
Not that we got called for. And back to the volunteerism. It's what makes the world go round, right? Because
Giving back.
we get so much from the community.
Sure.
As individuals, as business owners. And when we got married, it was one of those things, okay, because it's a unique community around the lake in all 3 counties. A lot of people come in for weekends or for holidays, and they aren't here full time.
Right.
And so that engagement, we don't have the same volume of population who can support.
Right.
And so it's really important that, and we do have a lot of people that are not full-timers who do a lot of volunteering here, but it's more, it's one of those things of we've gotten so much out of the community and from the community, it was our way, starting with the fire department and then Lake Martin Resource Association and just different opportunities.
You and David talk about this community. Y'all have been in communities all over the world.
We have.
I mean, you have.
We have.
But you settled here.
We did.
Traveling to all those other countries and communities, does that make you appreciate what you do here more or not?
It's interesting. I love different cultures.
Okay.
I love to learn about different cultures.
I
And you
believe
see
that.
the similarities and you see the differences and some of the core similarities and yes, it does make you love where you are
Yeah.
and what we have here because it's very unique. It's one of those things that I feel like is one of the missions of LMRA is the preservation of. And it's not just of the lake, but it's of the communities around. And I feel like, we've got 3 counties that surround Lake Martin.
Elmore, Coosa, and Tallapoosa.
Right. And we have such great engagement and such great volunteerism and community efforts all the way around.
Is there a country that y'all been in that you use something here with LMRA or not? I just didn't know if you pull something from, you saw the way they did it in.
Well, so my travels were related to my previous career.
Right, exactly.
And so it was a different focus.
Okay.
It was a different focus for me. But, I think that people are who they are at work and off a lot of times. If they're genuine, giving, really dedicated people, you're going to see that in the work that they
Yeah,
do.
I
And it
agree
does
with you.
because the countries that I would go to, a lot of times I would need a host. I wouldn't be driving. I wouldn't be wandering around by myself. And so my teams where I went were very, very gracious. And it was on their own time. So in essence, they were volunteering. And so just the hospitality, and I think that's one of the things you see on Lake Martin, that you do see around the globe in a lot of different areas.
You just answered my question.
I did, in a roundabout way.
Well, you
Kinda
did.
triggered my
No,
brain.
but you did, because I think about what y'all do for volunteering, just volunteer fire department. I mean, I know that when buildings have caught on fire, that y'all are right there in the mix of it, because that's what you do. That's giving back to the community, and that I think it's so important for any business, any person, to give back to the community.
Well, and I think that everybody needs a purpose, right? And a purpose changes throughout your life sometimes.
I agree.
And I think that where we can see an increase, and we are seeing an increase, is the parents taking their kids to volunteer. The parents taking their kids to exposing them to other people who may not have the opportunities that they have, and how they can contribute and support, and what you get out of it, because you get a lot out of it.
LMRA, Lake Martin Resource Association, for $40 a year, you can be a part of it and learn from it. I always learn something from you. Thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you for having me.
Thank y'all for being with us. Ryan, if you will, we'll take us a commercial break and we'll bring our next guest out on the front porch. Oh, now pull a quick one on me. Let me tell you about the city of Alexander City. If you're looking for a job, we just found you one. Well, right now, excellent benefits, stable full-time positions. We're talking about serving your community, and you can do that while you grow your career. Well, you've got a bunch of different jobs open right now. They're hiring multiple job openings right now. Apply today at City of Alexander City.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone, 256-750-0381, or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center provides optimum care for the whole person. Dr. Dimo Popov specializes in the prevention and diagnosis of high blood pressure, kidney disease, diabetes, and acute and chronic conditions. Our weight loss clinic offers lipo shots and a guide to healthy weight loss. Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center, where lifestyle changes are made.
Benton Clearing and Grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton Clearing and Grading.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World. '25 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best.
We're your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
Well, it's a chilly morning. We're starting out in the upper 40s. It's up 40s now. 69 for a high today. Sunshine. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good night. Low of 40 tonight, but clear. We got that little toenail moon with some stars around it. Rest of the week's looking like this. If you like sun, like a lot of us are looking forward to it, it's going to be nice. 74 and 46 tomorrow, 80 and 54 on Thursday, Friday 70 and 47. A lot of things going on the weekend, 68 and 43. Saturday, perfect day. Sunday, more sun, 78 and 54. There's your 5-day forecast brought to you by our friends at Top Gun Pest Control, Highway 280 in Alexander City. Cheryl Bynum with us out here looking at me like, should I get up and leave right now? This guy is scaring me. Career Tech, you love talking about Career Tech, don't you?
I do.
To look at your face and when you're hugging Jody McGirt leaving, Jody said, "What you here for?" She said, "To talk about Career Tech." I mean, I'm thinking, wow. But to love something like you do and to know that you're making a difference in young people's lives, it does make you smile.
Well, it does.
You've always been a part of young folks.
I have.
But that's a different level.
Well, it is. It's helping young people figure out what they want to do when they get old like us. And have enjoyed what they're doing. Maybe not you.
Like you.
Not you, but us. We're.
But sometimes it takes us longer than others.
It does. We had these virtual reality goggles that we were able to get from an organization, and in there are like over 100 that they can do. Well, if I had that when I was younger, now I don't understand virtual reality at all, but you put them on, and I did a knee surgery, so I was an assistant to someone doing knee surgery. And
through those goggles?
Through those goggles. And so there you have the doctor giving you orders to pick up the drill, and so you've got your hand with the remote. Now these kids can do it a lot better than I. Pick it up, give it to the doctor, and I'm probably going to have knee replacement sometime.
Did you kill somebody?
I didn't kill anybody, but I'm going to do everything I can not to have knee surgery. And then, so they have those, and then one student yesterday was doing something. He goes, "I'm not going to do this." I said, "Well, what were you doing?" Because I was helping somebody get out of a car after a car wreck.
Wow.
I said, "Well, that's one of the reasons why we do this, to find out what we don't want to do, so we can do what we want to do." And one kid goes, "I got to blow up a bridge." Well, he was in demolition. So they're getting to see things and work through a 5-minute little orientation of doing a job.
So what you're telling me right now is what I've been saying for years is shadowing through goggles?
Shadowing through goggles.
You're joking me.
No.
I love this.
I wish I could have brought them in, but you have to have them connected to Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Or that's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Wi-Fi, yeah.
And so I wouldn't be able to connect it here, but it is so realistic. You know, I guess that's the AI thing. But we had a student, they were so funny. They were a lineman. And so they were climbing up the line, and they're putting their hands like this and their feet climbing it. It's just so neat to go through those to see what you like and what you don't like.
This could open up literally a brand new world with somebody, a young person, young lady, young man, that tries the linemen, for instance. You got a lot of guys and gals. Most time it's just guys.
Right.
But you got Alabama Power. You got all these other businesses. They're looking for linemen, and that's something you make a good living at.
That's right.
And have a good retirement at. So you need to think about it.
So if you're a lineman on the goggles, they have like heat for the summertime or cold for winter.
They don't go get that depth, but anyway, it shows you you're fixing a line.
Yeah.
Like I did one the other day. A computer system had gone down, so I had to go in and I had to help put that computer system back up. And it's just cutting wires and putting wires together.
I've seen people do this. Amazing.
It is, but it was through the virtual reality, and then the medical ones are the ones that are so vivid.
Right.
You know, you're helping somebody.
I'd just like to do that just for the fun. I love watching operations on TV.
Yes. Well, come on out to the Career Tech Center. We'll put you on those goggles.
Yeah.
I guess through one of Ellen's surgeries, the doctor there, he looked young, but he'd been at it for a long time, so he wasn't that young. But he used the computer. The computer or the robot was his hands.
Right.
And my understanding, you know, maybe you're having a bad day. Well, you don't need to be having a bad day with some cutting material in your hand. But a robot, it can go right to that. Right. And it's just amazing when he explained that to me. So that's the exact same thing that these young folks are learning right now.
They are. And they get to choose. I mean, some of them really enjoy it. Now, it's the virtual reality, so you're kind of moving around. And I did one with food service, and I kept reaching and about fell over. But it does.
What kind of food service?
I was just doing food prep.
Food prep.
You know, just getting in there and doing cooking and that type of thing. And so, but you got your hand-held things, so your hands in the virtual reality.
You talk about cooking right now. Is there a trend going right now with any kind of job?
Well, hospitality in Tallapoosa County is the big thing.
Yeah, why? Why all of a sudden that?
Well, just think about the lake. What do we have here?
Well, I ain't thought about it. But with hospitality, you can go in. We got 2 hotels going up this year.
Yes.
And they're going to be needing jobs. I went to the Hampton Inn recently, and let me tell you something. The Hampton Inn here in Alexander City Class Act has been there for a few years. It's a neat hotel, but the way I was treated when I went in there, I thank those ladies when I was there, when I left, because it's a lot of times you can be taught that about hospitality. A lot of times
it's just in your heart.
It's just in your heart. But that's the kind of people. So that's growing.
It's a at Auburn you get degrees in hospitality. You know, they got food service, all that. They've got the culinary school now.
And let me tell you what.
Also they have a master's degree in brew making.
Wow.
And what kind of making?
Brew beer.
Really?
Beer.
I've known people been making it for years, but you know they didn't go to
they just don't have a degree.
They don't have a degree. But you know, I think about Kat LaFoy with Russell Medical at Doc's Cafeteria. She was, if I'm not mistaken, she was one of the first ones that went to the culinary school at Auburn, and since then it has grown. In fact, I think it's hard to get in, but that's what people are wanting to learn, and I love that. How about nursing?
Oh, it's big. And, you know, Russell Hospital and Lake Martin Community Hospital are so wonderful to let us have job shadowing opportunities and tours. Even today, when I leave you, I'm taking with a group from Dadeville High School. We're going to tour CAC and do all their welding and those programs. And then we've got 3 groups, one's going to Fruit of the Loom, one's going to SL, and one's going to the hospital.
Wow.
And these are 9th graders, getting them exposed at an early age as to what to do. Because we have a lot of manufacturing still going on, but not only manufacturing is doing the line, but you've got to have someone that can make sure they repair when the line goes down. And then you've got HR, you've got the counting. So there's a whole lot that goes on to our manufacturing, and the students need to realize that. It's not just the line, which it is, that's an important part, but there's other things too.
What you just mentioned made me think about just the way any job is. It looks like this, but a whole lot more that goes behind it. You know, I think about Russell Medical, and I think about the folks that they employ out there, and the education you get, but then that hands-on. You know, I think about the goggles. That's one thing to do that, but we talk about shadowing. I still like the old going there and see what it's all about. I mean, you know, and because I think it makes your mind up real quick. A lot of times, I don't want any part of this. Or show me more. Is that what you run into?
That's what I see all the time.
And welding is just welding. I guess my number one. I'm gonna go to that all the time because it's. If you learn that trade, you can go anywhere in the world, make good money for a long time.
You can.
And I'm seeing some girls going there that out welding you guys.
They are.
I love that.
They are. They are.
Career tech. That's something that's changed in the last few years.
It has, and it gives those students a leg up if I want to go to college in this. And I've had this foundation, especially with dual enrollment. Then I'm a little bit ahead of someone that's never had that foundation. Or I have it and I've learned about it and I know that I don't like it or I do like it. Edward Bell Career Tech Center is trying to look at partnering and having an EMT class. And the EMT class would be the last semester of your senior year because you can't take the standardized test until you're 18. Well, some of us start turning 18 at different times. So we're going to have that. Well, when you look at the fire departments and they hire a fireman, they really want them to have that basic EMT.
Sure.
So if you and I are applying for a job and I've got the basic EMT and you don't, and we're basically equal, who are they going to hire? Well, where did you get that? I got that in high school.
Well, let me tell you something. This girl,
had that opportunity to take it in high
this
school.
girl has been a part of our education system for a long time. But like we said, when she sat down, she's at another level right now. We'll talk about that level when we come back. I got it in my hand this time. Doc's, today for lunch. This is your menu. Cat Lafoy, thank you. Meatloaf or hot dogs with chili and cheese. That's your main entree. Now here's the rest of the stuff that goes with it. Field peas, crinkle fries, butter beans, broccoli, rice, and cheese casserole. And my old buddy's been there for 20 years. Willie, try Willie's chili today on a Chili Tuesday at Doc's Cafe at the cafeteria at Russell Medical.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
Let's get serious. Let's get Arctic Air serious. You want your car and truck to live longer, don't you? Well, it's about maintenance. Same thing with Arctic Air. You see the number at the bottom of the screen? Call them right now. Let me tell you something. You want to be comfortable? We all want to be comfortable.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham, but we have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Integrated Massage of Alexander City is located at 119 Madison Street behind the old Chamber of Commerce. Destiny Goble is the owner, says come on out for outcome-based treatment plans, pain relief, focused areas, relaxation, cupping therapy, hot stones. Remember, rewind, reset, recover. Make an appointment today at Integrative Massage of Alexander City, 256-252-7644.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense. Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
A lot of gabbing going on out here. That's what you do on the front porch. You do a lot of gabbing, a lot of thumping. Cheryl Bynum with us out here with Career Tech over in Camp Hill, Alabama. How many students are there now? Do you have a number in your head?
We have over 200 students.
Really?
We have 3 waves. We call them waves.
Mhm.
So you've got kind of a first period, second period, third period. We call them waves.
Mhm.
And so between all 3 waves, we have over 200 students.
9 through 12.
9 through 12.
Okay. Are they dual enrolling at CAT too?
Yes. We have a teacher ed program, and next year they're going to be able to dual enroll. And then our health services dual enroll.
Mm-hmm.
Our computer science next year will be dual enrolling as well. And then, of course, welding's dual enroll.
Mhm.
Our business and education, we're starting a production program similar to what you've got here. So they're going to learn how to do podcasts and TV productions and that type of thing. So they haven't figured out the dual enrollment for that area. And then, of course, law enforcement and firefighting. The firefighting is kind of getting dual enrolled with our Alabama Fire College. And then through...
Where is that?
Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa,
Well, there's
okay.
one in Tuscaloosa.
Okay.
But there's also, you're looking at where the AMT program will come in that senior year through health sciences and the law enforcement / firefighting.
You and I were just talking about with Russell Medical now, where they've added the care, 2 ambulances there that will just be doing transport. The city, of course, will be doing the emergency runs. That's what they've worked out. But also at Russell Medical, they have a helicopter there now,
Yes.
which is on not just there every now and then, just flying in every now and then. It's there for emergencies. That puts that hospital
It
at
does.
another level.
It
So
really
y'all
does.
won't get to go and see that.
They're going to see that today. We've got a
Okay,
group of ninth graders that'll be starting their tour there today. So we're excited. Holly Williams is just wonderful to work with.
She is,
It's,
Russell Medical.
Stephanie Wilson at Lake Martin Community.
Yeah.
Both hospitals are just phenomenal to work with, and we appreciate that because again, job shadowing. What is it I want to do? Well, I go in and go, I don't want to do that, and that's what I tell the students. It's better to know what you don't want to do
early.
and
Don't
then
waste
you
your
can kind of
time.
figure out, because
Waste your money.
if you go into the teaching program and you realize I really don't like little kids, kindergartners,
Yeah.
first grade, but then I do like teaching the older kids. I want to teach. I have that passion. Finding that before you go through your internship the last semester of your senior year in college.
You said the word passion.
Passion.
I
You
mean,
got to
you know,
find your
you-
passion.
I think you got to have that with anything you do.
Oh, you do.
I mean, I
Then
don't
it makes
care.
work fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If
It's
you
not
love
drudgery.
driving a truck, you have the passion for being out there on the road, whether it's short runs or long runs.
And those VR glasses had one, the truck driver one. Yes.
My brother just retired last year at 82. Probably he estimated 8 million miles.
Really?
Last several years of his career, 18-wheeler 2 times a week out to Houston.
My goodness.
I wouldn't want to do that. He loved it.
But everybody has what they enjoy doing. I don't deal well with numbers. So
I don't either.
I wouldn't do well
I
in
did-
banking.
Yeah, I know.
What would you do if you wasn't banking?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, if
What's
I
your
had-
passion besides singing? What's your passion besides singing?
You cook. You be in
I cook.
hospitality.
I know. I'd be in hospitality, or I just, you know, I guess I'm on syndicate something because I'm on every board in town. I love volunteering, so I have to find somebody to make money by doing something and helping folks.
And you know, they've started
Yeah.
career, they've got degrees, and then I can't remember the exact name, for people that want to work with nonprofits,
Mhm.
being administrators of
Mm-hmm.
nonprofits. There's a degree for that.
Mhm.
Because
Wow.
people do have passion. They want to help other people.
Right.
Yeah. When do you you're working with them, you're watching them, you're seeing what they're talking about. Like, when do you encourage them? When you know, hey, I'm watching him, I'm watching her, I know that's what they want to do. When do you step
It's
in and encourage?
every one of them's different.
Mm.
Every
Yep.
child's different.
That's got to
I
make
mean,
your job even more fun.
It is. I took a group of third graders and did an interest inventory with them. And we went through, and it was a picture interest inventory. So we talked about each picture, what those different kind of jobs would be.
Mhm.
And one little girl goes, well, I want to be a spy. She's in third grade.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking, what have you been watching? And we said that would probably fall under law enforcement.
Mhm.
And she says, I want to be a spy so I can get out there and get the bad guys. And I
Well,
said,
okay,
"Good." So
okay.
you've got that.
A need.
The need right there. She didn't want to be a police officer. She
Mhm.
wanted to be a spy. So she's
Mhm.
going a little bit deeper.
Mhm.
So you encourage, well, if you want to be a spy, what do you need to do? Spies know several different languages. Spy, you go through and you start talking about the skills they need and to do what you need to do. And then when they learn that or think about it, then they may change their mind, or they might start pursuing those other skills that they need, not just that.
Right.
Because if I want to be an accountant, well, I need to be able to look at numbers, and so we need to take the higher level maths or whatever, just trying to build the other skills that are needed not to go with that job.
I know a young lady right now that wants to do forensic science.
Mhm.
She's going to college, and now she's starting to get into the police departments to work
Right.
with them, to shadow them, to find out more about what she's wanting to get into. And I just think, sometimes maybe TV inspires some of these things.
They do.
Whatever it takes,
Right.
whatever it takes.
And with the FBI and the
Mhm.
CIA and all those different law enforcements,
Mhm.
a lot of times they want you with that military background because
Mhm.
that's who's going to train you.
Right.
But if I don't want to go that route, what route can I go? And so you're looking at what is the employer looking for. And of course, when I was younger, some of the jobs that are out there now never existed.
For
And the
instance.
jobs I had.
Right.
For instance, what comes to mind? A job that's out there right now that wasn't alone.
Oh, all this forensic, digital,
Yeah.
cyber stuff.
Mhm.
I'm not talking very eloquently
No,
right now.
but
it's-
still.
But the computers, the phones, having to have a cyber looking into making sure they're keeping all of our information safe on the computers. And it's not.
Good
I
luck.
mean, you look at, and so that's the cybersecurity.
Yeah.
I never would have thought that. I did a talk with the Kiwanis last week, and I said, one of the jobs I think of that's not here anymore that was here, because I had a friend whose father was a typewriter repairman.
Wow.
Oh, I know.
It's kind of like a TV repairman. You don't need them anymore.
You don't need them anymore.
There was a company that worked, we had teller machines at the banks before the
Mhm.
computers
You had
came
what?
in. Teller,
Okay,
teller,
yeah.
like little calculators
Yeah.
with the tape on it and all that.
Mhm.
And Bernie Office Supply, they had a division
Yeah.
for, well, they're not
Mhm.
there anymore. They don't, Mr. Pete Gay. He was from
I remember,
Leaside.
yeah, I remember
He would come in and he worked on
I
those
remember
things.
him.
I don't think there's a Pete Gay out there anymore.
No, probably
that comes
not.
into
And there's
the-
probably a lot of changes in your field.
Yeah.
They're not there anymore, the jobs and things.
Yeah, the teller line now at a bank, they're just tied into the computer and it's all right there. They have a money counter right there. They don't have to, they still do some. But I mean, I remember years ago, we had the Walmart account when I worked at South Trust. And on Monday mornings, we counted money till lunch, because all the bags from Walmart.
Literally counted.
And now it's all
You just stick in
electronic.
there.
Yeah, it's all electronic.
I don't know if I trust that.
Yeah.
I'd rather see the young lady or the young man count my $40. They ain't got to worry about doing a lot of counting when they do. I mean, don't y'all go anywhere. We gonna come back and wrap it up. Chick-fil-A. Lois Ann Murphy, good morning to you and the entire staff at Chick-fil-A. Let's talk about, I know we talk about this a good bit, but catering. Chick-fil-A does a great job catering breakfast and lunch, and let's talk about supper too. So if you're looking to get a catering job done, go to Chick-fil-A today.
Get ready to smile. It's Truck Month at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of brand new full-size Chevrolet Silverados. Discounted up to $13,750 off. New 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV that features high-tech options and discounts up to $5,000 off. You can enjoy no payments until July. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Cloud9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes, including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Summertime is a special time. Time on the water, time away from work, and more time with family and friends. Make sure your heart is ready for the season with an appointment at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
Hi, my name's Mac Alexander. This is my wife, Carolyn Alexander. And the reason we love our church, it's just an awesome family of believers in Jesus Christ. And our church genuinely has a heart for souls and community.
And we love our Sunday school class. It's a wonderful group of people. And we pray for each other in the good times and in the hard times.
Furniture, located in the heart of downtown Dadeville, Alabama, is rocking these days with a great selection of quality rocking chairs and Adirondacks, dining room tables, bedding, sofa sectionals, and even a Cinderella carriage bed frame. Donald Payne has been in the furniture business for decades. It's simple. If you don't see it, say, Donald, can you find it for me? That's Payne Furniture, downtown Dadeville, Alabama. 256-825-7727 is the number.
Our guest tomorrow, besides y'all, Tammy Jackson with the Russell Medical Foundation will be out here at 7:30. Marcia Mason, attorney at law, will be our guest tomorrow. So it's going to be an all-girl show tomorrow. Thank you for coming out here today.
Well, I've enjoyed it.
Thank you. I guess you and I have been knowing each other all these years, and your love for education, but now, like I said at the very first, it's a different level. But you've been preparing for what you do. That's why you love it so much.
You're right.
So that's good for you. That's good for young folks. A career. What do you want to do? Parents, grandparents, encourage your children, your grandchildren. If you see them excelling at something, encourage them. Encourage them. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Scott, Ryan, let's go.